Seeing things clearly when you are tired, stressed, have a lack or a little sleep can and will warp your sense of reality for seeing things clearly and making clear, crucial decisions. So please, if you are going through whatever you're going through, the main thing is you do need your time in bed, in rest, because whatever you are going through, you may not be able to see a way out from this, or making a good decision may also be a challenge for you as well. So I'm talking about this from my personal experience. This isn't anything which is a huge challenge, but was more to do with a tech challenge. So when I was creating my book, Practice Makes the Master, right here, that's me there, I'm Terry, A Quest to Mastering. When I was creating this book, I was going full throttle. So I was doing my normal day-to-day job, and then when it got to maybe 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, I would start putting pen to paper, taking action and writing. Scratch that, no, I wasn't putting pen to paper. I was on my laptop, bashing the keyboards, putting the story together. So I was starting at 10:30, 11 o'clock, and I was working to 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, most nights during the week. Obviously, it's not sustainable, and I do not recommend anyone to do that. If you do want to do stuff like that, then that's at your own risk. But what that taught me was the level of tiredness I had when I did create the book. I self-published it on Amazon, and then I wanted to put it on Audible. I found someone to speak the book, which I found, put everything together. And when I uploaded the information on Audible, I had issue after issue after issue, and I gave up. So it was already out live to buy on Amazon, but it was not live on Audible. So it literally took me another 4 months to go back and look at my mistakes on Audible. And the mistake was the simplest thing ever, which took me minutes to rectify. So the moral of this story is, at that time when I was looking at it, I could not see the solution because I was so tired. I was fatigued, and I had too much lack of sleep, and that then manifested into resentment, negativity, frustration, anger. So something that was this small created a whole monster in itself, and then took me at least another 4 months to go back and look at the problem, which it wasn't. It was such a simple thing. And then when I was well rested, I had my sleep, I calmed down, went back to norm. When I looked at it with, as they would say, a new lens, different pair of eyes, it was so simple. So the self of me, when I was looking at the problem, it seemed massive and huge and impossible to fix and rectify. The reason why that was the situation was because I was in a state of tiredness, lack of sleep, overwhelm. And that was just because I was creating the book and putting it together, and I was having limited amount of sleep. So I was sleep deprived, if that's the word. So if you are going through anything like this, when you're creating something, making something, make sure if you are hitting a stumbling block, it's probably not because the thing is too difficult for you to overcome. It's just the simple thing is you haven't had enough sleep. So whatever blockage you do have, make sure you shut it down, get some good rest, whether that's going to the spa, gym, going for a walk, but make sure you take some time out and then come back at it with a fresh pair of eyes. Do not do what I did and let it manifest into a monster and take you 4 months to go back at it. In hindsight, if I just literally rested for a week or 2 weeks and then went back at it, I could have had it resolved, but I just left it to grow. And then when I came back to it, it was a sigh of relief and also a kind of eye in the air. Like, I could have done it so much sooner. So hopefully this message has been of interest and will hit home to at least one person listening. I'm a hand in dangerous. Let's go, baby.